Good morning. So we have the Haftarah of this week's Torah portion, and it speaks about Paro's downfall, and also about Nebuchadnezzar's prize. He got a reward. He got Mitzrayim. Okay, so in general, the Haftarah has a connection to the Parsha. And we like to find connections between the Parsha and the Haftarah because in the time that they weren't able to learn Chumash, they were able to learn Haftarah. They learned Haftarah, which is really stories, and it's connected to the Parsha. They connected it always to the Parsha. We don't see in this Parsha that Mitzrayim was given over. So in general, what is this Shibud Mitzrayim, this harsh work that the Yidden had to go through in Mitzrayim? We could have avoided it in many ways. It could have been done when Moshe Rabbeinu was still in Midian. V'gam shemaiti es nakas b'nei Yisrael, I heard the cries of the Yidden. Maybe it would have been done right there and then. It was nice, a time of will for Hashem. And we could have accomplished Shigula. So the whole idea of Shiv Mitzrayim was to have Bittul. Nullification. Harsh work brings nullification. To show that God is in control, not anyone else. Whatever hardships you go, it's God. Whatever easy stuff happens, it's also God. All is in God's hands. What is the idea of Matan Torah? Matan Torah is Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Asher Yitzisicha Meretz Mitzrayim. What was Paro's idea was? God doesn't exist here. We have no God. It was a form of haughtiness, a thought of Yeshus, holding himself big. I made Nilos Li Yoridi Vani Assassini. This is my Getchka and I made it. He held himself as a Metzias, a very big existence. And therefore, he tortured the Jews, being that there's no God in the world besides me. This had to be broken. And then this is the total opposite of Anochi Hashem Elokecha, that God is in existence. And that's what happened there. That he had to have a nullification to receive the Torah. What is the Torah? Do mitzvahs. It's not only mitzvahs, not only chukim, the laws which don't have any understanding at all, not even the understanding of Shlomo HaMelech. It's called the Chachma v'Rechaika Mimeni. It's called the intellect, but it's way above my intellect. But also Mishpatim we have to do because Hashem told us to do. And Eidos we have to do because Hashem wanted us to do it. So just like we have to be bebitul to Hashem, we have to nullify ourselves to Hashem in order to receive Matan Torah. There had to be a bittul in Mitzrayim. That's why the Makkos came. The Makkos came that Ani HaRishayim v'atem HaTzadikim. We are the chatoim, we sin, Pari said, and you are the righteous, you are right. That was the idea. That they should know that there's a God in the world. You are nothing. So what does that have to do with Nebuchadnezzar, this whole Indian? So in general, it would have been conquered anyway, Tzur. He conquered Tzur, so Hashem gave him Mitzrayim. And what was Mitzrayim to the Jewish people? Yan Mishenes Kana. That is a Mishon alone. It's something that it's a tree that grew, but it's very it's moving back and forth. It's not a solid tree. It's like right when it's growing. That is Mitzrayim. And the reason for that is because it's Yeshus. So we have to do Torah mitzvahs. That is Matan Torah. And we negate the whole Mitzrayim. The Yidden relied on the Mitzrayim in many instances, and so too now in Eretz Yisrael. Egypt is going to make the peace treaty. They're Yan Mishenes Kana. They're like a twig which goes back and forth. They have no strength behind them. But what kind of connection does it have this with Tzur and everything else? And Nebuchadnezzar getting Mitzrayim. The idea is as follows. Who cares what Nebuchadnezzar's intention was? Sure, Tzur was a deterrent to capture Mitzrayim. It was a deterrent, so you had to capture Tzur. And Hashem gave him a reward. So a person might think, now wait a second. If someone has intention to does not have any contemplation in his mitzvahs, he just does the mitzvah. Or you get help from someone. Oh, well, he's a Baal Chesed. That's his nature. So he gave me. Do I have to thank him? Who says? And the same thing is, if you got reward from the idea of loving your fellow Jew can mean someone at the other end of the world. Does he even know me? Or maybe he had wrong intentions when he gave it to me? The thing is Ma'aseh B'Poel. And that's what we have to do. We have to do Ma'aseh B'Poel. So even though we don't have our intentions in the mitzvah, still do it. And that's why he got Mitzrayim. Now in reality, Hashem didn't need Nebuchadnezzar to capture Tzur. He could have done anything, but he wanted that Mitzrayim should go through Nebuchadnezzar to be captured. And that's what it says, that the reason that Mitzrayim is a total lost case. Since the Yidden left Mitzrayim. So they should help that we should realize that Hashem is in control of everything. And if he wants something to be done, He can rely on you also, or he can rely on someone else. Because who's going to do the shlichus? The shlichus is going to be fulfilled. You have to do this mitzvah. And Hashem is going to give you koiches to do the mitzvah. Because after the Matan Torah, we have koich habeirei. We have the power of the Creator to do mitzvahs. So it's always to thank God for the mitzvahs. And everyone has a shlichus. And one more thing, we see the tzradeya, the frog, the chayra, at first look, they have no purpose in life. They don't attack anyone. They don't do anything. There's no help for us either. Was a frog help us? But because they ran into the ovens, Hanani, Mishael, and Azariah also went into the ovens. They went into the fire, into the pit. Because they saw that the frog went into the ovens. So the Eibusha should help. That we should know everyone has a purpose, everything has a purpose. And through the midst of Avos Yisrael will bring the Gula Amitis V'Ashlema. And that's why we say, don't look at anyone else, what they accomplished. Look at what you accomplished. And Be'ez Hashem will have the Gula Amitis V'Ashlema take it from Yad Mamish now. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever.